All right, hello. What's going on, guys? Getting everything going, posting some stuff to the Discord, getting my drink. All right. Let's see. Hello. What's going on? All right. So let me cut the music real quick and we'll talk about some things. So I found a video from Open World Games on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and the updates coming out. I'm going to watch that before we get into our game today and just kind of see what they have planned. I saw something earlier this, within the last 2 days or so, saying they're going to fix like 1,000+ bugs. I'm going to look that up real quick just to double check how many. I'm all capsing it currently. To do in KCD2. Oh, it's just talking about bugs and everything. It's not really talking about fixes. Yeah, we'll check out both the community hub for it on Steam as well as this video. There's a dev VOD, couple of things. What's up, Royal? Wait, there are bugs in this game? Evidently, there's over 1,000 bugs that they're going to be fixing. Time is the bug in the game. This is true. I do find the problems. I do cause them. This is all accurate and 100%, endorsed by me. I cause all the problems in KCD2. Yeah. I saw some, what was it? So, yeah, this makes more sense. It's all me. Sorry, guys. They got to fix the problems I made. I saw a video talking about the devs. Without Diamond, they'd only know about 5. Oh, come on. Okay. Someone down. It's a little early in that. I thought they were features. Well, I made them features. They thought it was bugs. They got to work around me. I saw this video where somebody they had mentioned somewhere. I got to see if I can find it again so I can accurately quote this. But after the release of KCD2, there was like a split off. So they're having people in the community test out the hardcore mode that they're going to be adding into the game. Maybe this video will talk a little bit about it. I will stop the video once we get to that point. But as you guys know, if you didn't see the unlisted video, I did add some more stuff to the stream. So I'm going to show that a little bit before we get into everything. So of course I have right here, this video we're going to watch. This is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is about to change forever, official updates. This is just one of the videos I hadn't seen yet, so we're gonna go over that. But I now have it added to where I can swap in between my screens. So you guys always see my main screen and my triple monitor setup, but now I have a button where I can swap to my left screen and to my right screen, so you guys can see everything. If I do want to pull something up somewhere else and be like, okay, I'm gonna search it here and then drag us over. But as you can see, right screen comes in from the right, left comes in from the left, all that. You should help out with the testing for hardcore. Dude, I would absolutely love to. They're pushing it out to people in the community, so it's not people in-house actually playing the game. So there's been, I think there's been a group of people that have had about 3 months-ish or so as it's pushed out. I don't know. This video will, I'm sure, probably talk about that. If not, I can go back and find the one in my history where they did mention it. So we're going to watch this video, hang out for a little bit, let people filter in, give our thoughts, maybe our concerns on some things, and then we're going to play the game. So we are going to hit the 100-hour mark in this stream. That's the end goal. I think I have, let's see, library, 97.6. So 2.4 hours or whatever, and we'll be there. So that'll be fun. But we're going to get into it. We're going to watch this video, put our thoughts, our comments, our concerns out there. Maybe it'll catch wind. Who knows? But we'll get into it. Let me know if the volume is too low, too loud, anything. Still, of course, working out the kinks.
All right, so yes, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is about to change for the better. We've got some brand new dev comments about upcoming updates and changes coming to the game because, yes, some very interesting things are going to be happening to this game in the very near future. We've also got a brand new update about hardcore mode and, yes, some interesting things happening around the DLCs. Plus, we're going to talk about what you guys really want to see change here in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 or be added to the game. So we're going to go over that as well.
There we go.
But if you did miss it, by the way,
getting my taskbar on the bottom.
Recent hotfix that was released, and it did go over some critical bugs around combat.
Interesting, I missed this.
Stability, all that sort of stuff around crashes. Some of the more urgent things they wanted to get out of the way, but that is already implemented. But what is going to be
audio a bit low? Okay, bet. Let me figure out why it's bringing up my taskbar as well. So a little bit low. Let me knock it up a little bit. We'll see.
That's the big changes coming to the game because, yes, some very interesting things are going to be happening to this game in the very near future. We've also got a brand new update about hardcore mode.
We're going to start it over.
For the better, we've got some brand new dev comments about upcoming updates and changes coming to the game because, yes, some very interesting things are going to be happening to this game in the very near future.
How are we sounding? Good? Sound okay? I don't want to be too broken. I have to do it in like increments at a time and wait to hear from you guys because I know there's a delay. Good now? Okay, sweet. All right.
We've also got a brand new update about hardcore mode, and yes, some interesting things happening around the DLCs. Plus, we're going to talk about what you guys really want to see change here in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 or be added to the game. So we're going to go over that as well. But if you did miss it, by the way, there was a recent hotfix that was released, and it did go over some critical bugs around combat, pros account stability, all that sort of stuff around crashes, some of the more urgent things they wanted to get out of the way, but that is already implemented. But what is going to be happening next? That's the big question. So the dev team did hold a brand new live stream as a Twitch charity stream, and they did actually talk about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, but guess what? It seems like there was also kind of a tease that yes, we would eventually be getting a Kingdom Come Deliverance 3. So let's get into this right here.
That's a bit of a reach. I saw the video that he's talking about. They talked about they don't know if they're going to be a Kingdom Come Deliverance 3. Also talked about being approached by Netflix for a series. So that was interesting. They also said that they're working on other games. So they said that the RPG style, like basically like this, is what they're best at, and that they would try doing something not in the exact same route, but, you know, in that lane.
So here is the post. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. FYI, Farva says they know about the bad balance in the second part of the game, combat and economy. If we scroll down here, he says he was a guest at Twitch charity stream and they talked about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. He knows about the issue and is surprised more people aren't talking about it yet. He says it's hard to decide when to do it as many people are currently playing the game and they don't want to change the conditions during their first run. On top of that, he says the testing alone is like 2 to 3 weeks of work, not counting the brainstorming and fixed implementation. My comment, I expect change with hardcore mode, not sooner, to be honest. And yeah, he might actually be right about that. And I think a lot of people haven't finished the game, or maybe haven't gotten to the second part of the game because they're so interested and invested in the side quests. The side quest.
Personal anecdote here. Side quests better than main quests in this game. I know you guys have seen it from me doing the playthroughs and everything and just how far they can go. When a side quest takes like an hour and a half, 2 hours to do, there's a lot of detail there. Even the one we did yesterday with the whole bathhouse situation, there's a whole second half to that we haven't even touched yet. So side quests are definitely worth it, but be invested to put time into it, of course.
And side activities in this game are legit. They are so good. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. So when it comes to combat, reworks, and overhauls, and any types of balance stuff, they're being very mindful of how they would roll that out, of course, because they really don't want to cause any issue. Now, what about the economy? Check it out right here. They go on to say this. The main problem with the economy is this, that everyone gets about 3,000 in armor, but not the vendor. He gets about 800. He thinks it's easy to gain money, though. Now, the comment here is that they would expect they could possibly nerf the pricing.
Yeah, there's another part to the bathhouse quest. Whenever I was setting up the uploads and everything for it, I think I actually need to finish that tomorrow. I was going to work on it today, but I got sidetracked on some things. Whenever I was filling out the description for that video, I was doing some research about the quest. You know, I put the breakdown of the quest in the description for people that are interested. There's a whole second half to that where we come back to the lady and do some things. It's going to be interesting. We might actually try that today, so we'll see.
Yes, it's already easy to get the bag. Don't expect vendors to have more. However, that is speculation. How would you guys like to see them handle potential economy adjustments?
My thoughts on the economy adjustments: I have $107,000 on my person and then 70K in the chest. It's not hard to get money. It might be a little too easy to get money. I don't like how we had multiple thousands of dollars worth of armor just kind of sitting, and then I had to run around offline for hours. That's why there's a discrepancy between the live streams and the amount of playtime that I have. It's because, oh my God, I had to run around to every single vendor that I could, fast travel to places, sell everything to even get the money that I have. I spent like a whole day off stream doing that. That wasn't something worth streaming. It would just be a lot of talking, a lot of run here, sell, sleep, couple days, next dude, sleep. It was awful. So maybe they could balance this out somehow. I'm not sure how they would do that unless they just knock down the amount of price in armor or the value. I don't know how they'd established it the first time, but do that and then give the vendors a little bit more money to work with. So there's the price of what you have comes down and the price of what they can offer comes up. So it's a little bit more in the middle. That's the best thing I could think that they could do
in the future? That's the big question. Are you guys liking where the economy is sitting currently, or do you think it needs major adjustments? Sound off. And I do believe this is translated right here. However, what was commented on during the stream was someone mentioned Kingdom Come Deliverance 3. Would we see that in the future? And I guess the only thing was they gave kind of like a smirk indicating that, yeah, that would probably be happening. And I would honestly expect something like that to happen given the immense success.
It's been years since the first KCD came out. I didn't play that one, of course, but for the time span, if they were to try to double down with the amount of quality and detail that they have, oh god, we might get GTA 6 before KCD 3 at that point.
That
would take so long, I'm
Deliverance
sure.
2 has been such a huge smash hit. Even the concurrents today are looking absolutely amazing. So yeah, I would expect that this would be getting another game. But I think before we get carried away and talk about another entry into
something I wanted to add too, because I've seen it in YouTube videos, people make the comparison of how big of a hit is KCD2 compared to other games that are going right now. Whenever I was up at like 4 or 5 in the morning, I checked the online total. It was 4 or 5 in the morning for me. Yeah, it's whatever time anywhere else, but there was 76,000 people in game. That's insane. So whatever game you're playing, go look on Steam, see how many people are in the game before you're like, this is better than this. Check that out. Check out KCD2. I'm sure even right now, it's probably insane. Yes, almost 70,000 still. It's like 70,000 consistently. Yeah, you can see the achievements and everything on here. I was trying to see if they had like the breakdown of it. I don't think that they do. I'm going to check real quick. We're going to see. Just to entertain my brain a little bit. See if it has a graph. Yeah, SteamDB. Yeah, okay. The 24-hour peak. This is what I'm talking about. 24-hour peak, 117,000 people. All-time peak was 21 days ago at 256,000. And this just changes as people get back into the routines and everything. But God, I mean, 121, 112, 105, 99, like, and more people are getting the game as it goes. So let's see. That was just okay. Max. Yeah. Tuesday. Oh my God. It took 5 days from it to go from 159,000. Oh my God. I almost gained 100,000 people in 5 days. It's dropped off substantially, but it's only been what? A month? That's still not bad. Number 6 top sellers. Who's number 1? Interesting. Yo. Oh my God. Steam release. Yeah, 91.84 SteamDB rating. 93.4% positive reviews, 6.6 negative reviews. That's probably people that experienced a lot of bugs. This game's great, man. I'm excited for these updates.
To this franchise, we want to get to the DLC and the story expansions, but you know what? I want to take a step further. I want to see a massive, huge expansion like we saw for The Witcher 3. Those type of expansions I would be absolutely down for.
Never played The Witcher.
For Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and I do believe they would sell very, very well, given that this engine is just absolutely amazing. I see that this engine could last for years and years. And let me tell you what, someone had an absolutely fantastic idea when it comes to the economy. I love this sort of thing, so check it out. It says, it's always been pretty easy to get money, but I like that the skill trainers all cost a lot more than Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. But I think they could have done something like one of the older GTA games where you can invest in someone's business and generate an income that way. That could also open up some cool side missions to make the business more profitable or deal with rivals, people threatening your business partners. Not mass.
Okay. I get what they're saying here, but the thing that instantly sparked in my head is something like in the Assassin's Creed franchise when they added the ability to recruit assassins and send them on quests, and then they would like fight and die, I could see this becoming a really glorified, like top down world builder, city builder type mini game side thing. And with the amount of detail that they put into it, it would have to be as detailed, if not more, than the side quests that already exist. Because I could just see it like a map of like turn based things. I think that that would break the entire idea of what this game was built so far. And plus it would be time responsive. So how would you even get the info across the world like this? There's a lot of things you have to take into consideration. So if you're off in a different side of the map and you're like, yeah, I'm doing my own thing, how are you going to hear about somebody else in a different town in a like a blacksmith that you're putting your money behind and helping the business? How are you going to even hear of something going on to where you need to react to that? There's not going to be some cue or like some smoke signal or something. You're going to have to get word from a messenger and then make it there within like a certain amount of time. I just don't see how that would work for something like this game. I think you would have to have maybe like a home base somewhere that's pretty centralized in the map and then be able to kind of get there about the same time from everywhere. But then the world doesn't seem as expansive unless you really spread things out. I don't know. I like the idea in theory, but in application in this game, it just seems like it'd be an idle clicker type mobile game breakdown for something so as detailed as KCD2.
Needed though, as it wouldn't fit the story much. That's what I was thinking. That's the only problem with that.
Fit it
but maybe that would be very cool for an expansion or something like that. I would love to see that sort of thing because it gives more meaning to the world and more reason to explore. If you can go into each town and be like, where can I invest? I absolutely love that sort of mechanic. Fable 2 had it.
I think it would also be interesting if you could just, let's say that there's random NPCs throughout the town and there is the investment strategy of making it RNG. Just this guy comes up to you with this crazy idea. You can either believe him or not. You have a skill check that basically would tell you the chances maybe of something going negative if this guy's just a scam artist. So it works to that level of, does this person look like someone that has experience, or do they look like a beggar that just rolled out of mud is trying to get a couple groschen off you? Being able to assess that and break it down more to character traits and the likeliness that they would actually make money on your investment, I think that would be pretty interesting just from a social standpoint within the game and the inner city's dynamics.
And The Godfather had it, and I would love to see more open world games implement more of like a passive income type stream that you can really utilize. I'd love that sort of thing. But anyway,
I keep having ideas as we're talking about this, so I'm sorry I keep pausing. If they did this, money had to go to like a bank or a holding spot, and then that could get robbed, having to deal with like thieves and stuff like that, or a money transport of some sort. I think that would be interesting to be like, oh, recall your money in, like send a messenger to bring your money into your home base. On the way, it gets attacked, just like whenever you're fast traveling and somebody could attack you, you could arm your guards or whatever. I think that would be interesting. That still goes back to the same thing I was talking about with Assassin's Creed. I think it was Brotherhood. Where you're getting all these assassins together, sitting on missions. At least you would be able to visit the places or maybe even tag along for those things. It's like, all right, round up your guys. Let's go get our stuff. Come back. Make it like a little questy so you're not just seeing some icon on a map.
Doesn't exactly fit for this game currently, but maybe it would make sense for an expansion. Now, what about the hardcore mode? Let's talk about it. So check it out right here.
Oh man,
hardcore mode test.
I already know you guys want me to do a hardcore mode just to see me lose it with the amount of stuff that I have happening in this game. Oh god,
starts next week. Hell yeah. So they posted this out on the official Discord. Exciting news. We're putting the finishing touches on hardcore mode for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And we need dedicated players to test it out.
Yeah, there you go. Full
launch. Now, those tests are very much underway at this point, and unfortunately, all the spots are filled. But hey, it's good news to know that this is actually underway, and hopefully, we get a release date, an exact release date as to when hardcore mode would be coming to the game, because I think it's going to up that replayability for a lot of you that end up finishing the game before that actually releases. So yeah, super hyped for that one. Now also, we are going to be getting more features beyond hardcore mode, and there were additional dev comments here. Check it out right here. It says this: I'm really curious about the barber feature. Sir Toby talked briefly about it in a German interview that was released yesterday. If you don't know who Sir Toby is, he's actually one of the community managers of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Now, it goes on to say that they will be showing the content of the first update in a dev stream next week. Internally, they have been sending pictures of Henry around, for example, with a mullet. So it seems there will be some more options than the very limited ones from Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So it sounds like it's going to be expanded upon a bit more than the first game. So yeah, it's going to be really fun to have that barber options, considering that, yeah, you do actually see Henry quite a bit in this game, despite the majority of the gameplay being in first person. A lot of the interactions do have that third person camera, which I absolutely love for this game. It works out very, very good. And mentioning DLC, we're going to be getting this very cool Forge DLC in fall. So check it out right here. This was the comment. Something tells me that this part of the map will be used for the Forge Restoration DLC, or am I wrong? And a lot of people actually agree with this theory right here. Look at this. So if you are actually exploring the open world and you come across this building here, it might actually be revived in the future. And if you're not familiar with this new Forge DLC that's coming up here in fall 2025, well, it is going to be relating to becoming a master blacksmith. And it might have actually big story implications as well. I'm not going to speculate too much. I don't know how far along you guys are through the story in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, but yeah, there's a lot of theories out there as to what this could mean for the story. And some people are hopeful that it would take place close to the city, or at least have a lot of interactions within it. Kuttenberg is a lot of fun to be in. It would be a shame if the DLC has us quartered off somewhere else. I totally agree with that. I remember when I unlocked the second open world map in this one, I was just absolutely blown away. I was already blown away by the game, but then that second map was unlocked, and dude, I have been lost in this game. It is all I think about. I am absolutely in love with this game. Now, there are actually some issues that players are facing with the game, and they want to see some improvements. And one of them that was talked about is this one right here. Rain is by far the biggest letdown for me in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It looks very dated, almost like it was imported from the first game with no enhancements whatsoever. It's also very buggy. It rains inside, under roofs, and lightning flashes inside caves and mines. But that's not my major problem with it. Rain in games, and especially in open world first-person games, is all about ambient. Sometimes it's very moody to play in heavy rain. Unfortunately, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 fails at this immersion for me. Water dropping from roofs, surface getting wet with puddles are, on the other hand, well made. But the rain itself is not pleasing to look at, and frankly, for a well-crafted game, it doesn't do it justice. And I
think there is something to be said that people are so blown away by this game and the detail that it has, that anything you are lacking really stands out, unfortunately. But people are complaining about the rain. It's like everything else is so well crafted, and there's so much love and detail put into it that, like, now it's kind of hard to find something to complain about, even with as crazy as you can get this game optimized and everything. People have to look for something to get mad at, and just pointing at the rain is kind of like a dead giveaway. It rains inside of a building, but aside from that, I can't point anything out aside from the tournaments where I've had constant issues. That, or maybe some coming out of the wait cycle on the little sundial when the graphics are like buggy for a second, but you're loading back into the game, so that kind of makes sense. Again, not too much to complain about. I don't know how they're going to have 1,000 bug fixes or whatever that I saw. I haven't seen that many bugs. I'm sure with 250,000 people at one point playing it at the peak, people experienced something.
Being that they do actually update this, considering they plan on updating the game in the future, I would not be surprised whatsoever if we did see some updates to the weather system. But then again, what is nice, at least if you're on PC, we do have the modding community. So I'm just waiting for that rain mod where the rain looks absolutely beautiful at the very least. But yeah, when it comes to modding support, by the way, they did officially say they will be making Steam some announcements mods very, very soon. So yeah, that is also noteworthy. I wish I had the actual quote pulled up, but that is what they did say recently.
Yeah, to expand upon what he was saying, devs mentioned that they're going to be adding basically all the developer tools into this game so people can craft their own side quests and things like that. But it's going to take there's going to be a huge learning curve, I'm sure, because you have to be able to work with it in the engine. A lot of people are just going to make goofy things. To be able to have high quality, detailed things that people are going to make, it's probably going to be a couple months of people putting in their blood, sweat, and tears. but I did see that dev options for the game are going to come into where you can like spawn things, build places, maybe make your own city, maybe cover everything in woods, maybe cover everything in buildings, add NPCs, take away NPCs. I don't know as far as the dialogue would go. There's probably not much they can expand upon on that. Now, if they were able to integrate an AI type system, that could be hit or miss for some people. But like AI NPC interactions, make things a little bit more detailed, be able to talk to everyone rather than just passing statements. That would be interesting from the modding community for sure.
Anyway, we also have some other complaints that are minor, but they kind of add up over your time in the game, including this one right here. This is so annoying. This tutorial message is really getting out of hand. And you can see an example right
Somebody
here.
Changed it.
That's freaking hilarious. That's how it feels, though. Damn, just leave me alone. At least give me the option to shut that off, because it is so frustrating to be told that time and time again. We get it already. Now, also, we have this right here. Stop unequipping all of my stuff on all 3 slots. This is one of my biggest complaints when it comes to replaying the actual story. So check it out. 3 times now in the story, you are stripped of all your pre-saved outfit slots, and you have to re-equip everything. First time, an oversight. Second time, you gotta be kidding. Third time, fuck you. I'm tired of going through my inventory and re-equipping 4,900.
Luckily, I don't use all my slots. I have 1 armor set, and that is it. I don't do the other slots because you can rotate out outfits, but I'm pretty sure it still impacts the amount of weight you're carrying, and I'm already pretty maxed out. But I can imagine whenever we're in, like, at the bathhouse mission, whenever we were stripped of everything and had to put it back on, that happens for all your slots for all your outfits.
123 slots.
I would be so ticked off.
Armor, weapons, potions, poison, food, and everything else under the sun. Not to mention that I have tons of expensive other armors and clothing that I'd like to sell, so I can quickly redo all 3 of my outfits. This game needs to correct this immediately. Couldn't agree more. It's one of my biggest complaints when it comes to like going through the story process again, having to look forward to you know, re-equipping all of my armor and gear. It has been a little bit of a pain in that regard for sure, because it definitely does happen. And it's a bummer that that was like kind of like an oversight during the development of that story. But anyway, I'm sure they can get that fixed down the road. It's not like it's a horrible game-breaking thing, but it is very, very annoying. And I definitely did want to talk about it. Now, we also got to talk.
I'm going to nerd out for a second. This is going to sound really annoying, but if you watch this guy's video and you see like his crosshair moving or text doing weird things, I know exactly what this guy did. And this is, it's bugging me because I know it. If you don't edit videos, you're probably not going to catch this. He has like optical or optimal flow or something on. I think that's what it's called, like optimal flow. And the transition between clips or when things move, it'll be like a little frame bleedy. People use this in like slow-mo edits all the time, but I'm seeing it and it's tripping me out. So keep an eye out for it. I probably have, at least we got 10 minutes, 51 seconds to this 12-minute video before I pointed this out. But keep an eye on it. You're going to see it.
Talk about this one right here. Check it out. This is not Kingdom Come Deliverance, but game design in general. But why would anyone want to have new game option as the very first option in your pause game menu? I seriously would love to have someone from Warhorse explain this to me. This is no hate. I'm genuinely curious about the design choice. And this is one thing that a lot of you guys want to see change in the future. Of course, it's just one of those nuanced things that is so annoying. But also we have some comments here. I think the pause menu is not something they paid attention, but I think new game should only be on the main page, not on the pause menu. Also, there is one mechanic that some of you might be neglecting in combat, and it's this one right here. No one seems to be talking about dodging. Dodging is so improved in this game. Using it for positioning against multiple enemies is a game changer. This started with 7 versus 1. Unfortunately, can only record a minute on Xbox. Work in those dodging, folks. Nice one. Yeah, I have found dodging to be more and more useful as I get further into the game. Do not neglect dodging, even if you aren't putting a lot of your perk points into dodging. I highly, highly recommend you guys check that out. So yeah, there it is. The latest happenings around Kingdom Come Deliverance II.
All right. All in all, not a bad video. I think there are some things that he might have missed out on. I'm going to look real quick just to double check. Go to the Steam page, see if there's anything to talk about. Wow. Video is age restricted. That's interesting. I don't think I can I even get the link for this? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 dev live stream. I'm gonna look this up on YouTube real quick. Maybe we missed something. Anything stick out to you guys as far as the upcoming update for it? I don't know when they push this either. I gotta see when this was done. Oh, it was done a day ago. Oh my god, it's no way. It's 2 hours long. Oh god. Oh my good god. I don't think that's happening today. That's a very, very long video. I'm gonna have to watch that off stream and talk about it later. Okay, back to the Steam page, see if anybody talked about anything. Thank God I have this blurred, is all I can say. News. Dev stream coming. 2 million sold. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything on the Steam pages about this, unfortunately. But I'm excited for the updates. I think a barber is going to be cool. I did hear that it adds a little bit of charisma to your stats for a couple of days while your hair's like freshly cut, which fun little sprinkle in there. Oh, it was dang on December 5th. They dropped Kingdom Come Deliverance to 80% off. Dang. Let me do a quick scan again, see if there's anything about the updates or maybe the video that I saw.
Updates around Kingdom Come. We have to talk about some of these genuinely insane updates.
People use the same. We have to talk about these genuinely insane. So that you just take like a little bit of personality, put it in all that. Burger King foot lettuce. This is the same way that I think about hearing all that. Is there a short about all this? No, it's just random KCD2 shorts. All right, it is time to get into the game. Let us see. 97.6 hours. I'm ready. I got baby drool on my shirt, dude. Man was going crazy today. He was slap happy he was like taking 30-minute naps at a time all day. Bro barely got any rest. And then he was just like, what the shit?